Cyril Ramaphosa has appointed retired Constitutional Court Judge Sisi Kampepe to chair the commission. Kampepe will be assisted by retired Northern Cape Judge President Frans Diale Homo and Advocate Andrea Gabriel SC. The inquiry will cover the period from 2003 to the present. It is expected to complete its work within 6 months from the date of proclamation. Meanwhile, nearly 2 weeks after the engagement between Ramaphosa and his US counterpart, President Donald Trump, the outcomes of that meeting remain topical. In the National Assembly this week, Ramaphosa announced that engagements between the two countries have begun. When responding to questions, he said he believes South Africa has achieved the objectives of the working trip to the US last week.
The second objective was to set up a process of engagement between the United States and South Africa. There had hitherto been a process of disengaging, where we were no longer really engaging at a government level to deal with issues that governments normally deal with on an ongoing basis. And we wanted to engage on tariffs, on investments, and related matters. So broadly, those were our objectives. And there could be a fourth one, which would be just the promotion of investment by American companies and South African companies in each other's economies. So we do believe that we achieved those objectives. The engagement with the American government has started.
During his question and answer session in the National Council of Provinces, Deputy President Paul Mashatile said Cabinet is waiting for feedback from Minister of Communications and Digital Technology Solly Malatsi on the newly gazetted ICT policy direction.
You can't change it through regulations. It's in the law. There's no minister who has any power to change any law through regulations. So the minister, if he insists that there's something that needs to be changed, will come to cabinet because it's now tinkering with the law. So that is where we are. Nothing will be changed unless cabinet decide it should be so.
Mashatile said progressive pieces of legislation are there to address the injustices of the past and cannot be changed willy-nilly. This week, Auditor General Tsakane Mulileke, presenting the 2023-24 municipal audit findings to the COCTA Portfolio Committee, said municipalities continue to rely heavily on consultants to prepare their financial statements.
The work of consultants was not adequately reviewed. What it tells you is that you've got CFOs and finance staff in place. They appoint consultants every year. And then, once the consultant is there, they basically leave their desks and say the consultant must engage with the auditors, which in our view, it tells a story about culture and discipline.
The price tag for consultants at municipalities came to 1.4 billion rand. Abra Barbia, SABC News, Parliament.